come up big for them in a number of spots already this season.
Tip-off. Won by the Huskies.
Trying to find those open looks, whether it's Sellers or Ladine, typically.
Savia Sellers on the pull-up, no good. And Ladine finds the rebound and finishes with the left hand.
A lot of hustle from Elle Ladine. Really that 1-2 punch with Savia Sellers.
Ladine driving hard again. Two teams averaging 15.3 and 15.2 turnovers per game. Ladine for three. Elle Ladine has come to play, Matt. 7 points out of the first 9 for Washington. Right now, Delia Daniels, the only player on the floor for Washington who stands at 6 feet or taller. Daly trying to stick with Ladine. Her long two goes down.
One from Melanie Daly, the other one from Elle Ladine.
But the mid-range is popping right now.
It is.
But absolutely. It was walling off Sullivan, but she backed it out. Elle Ladine going to have to initiate the offense without Sellers on the floor. And initiate she does. Another drive to the basket for Elle Ladine. Coppinger on the handoff for Ladine. Got to make something happen with 4. Step back 3. Got it! Elle Ladine on fire all quarter long. Her 14 points have buoyed Washington to a 3-point lead at the break.
That is disgusting from Elle Ladine. 14 points.
That number's going up. Ladine, nothing but nets. Daly for Sullivan. She's had the hot hand, but turns it over. Not on the same page with Daly. And Ladine goes coast to coast again. Ladine again. Got it again. Nobody can stop Elle Ladine. 22 for the junior. And Joe McEwen needs a timeout.
Coast to coast for this easy layup. Northwestern just has no answer for the Elle Ladine problem.
The Wildcats chasing 7. Harder blanketing Ladine. She gets it anyways over the top. Ladine on the run, stops, turns, fires, scores again. The Elle Ladine show, non-stop here in Evanston. 26 first half points and a new career high.
But it's the second one that makes them pay.
Savia Sellers getting into there defensively. And now Ladine cruises ahead. Ladine was calling for the ball, couldn't find her. Now gets it. Ladine, free throw line, jumper goes down. The most points a Washington player has scored this season. It's 3 blocks today for Eke, and a delivery on the other end. 35 for Elle Ladine. Both on pace to play over 39 minutes today. And there's Ladine again on the back cut. 37 for Elle Ladine. It's the second most points a Big Ten player has scored this season. Sellers is open. Drives, kicks. Ladine, 40! Ties Juju Watkins for the most points by a Big Ten player in any game this season. Comes in, their 3rd best offensive performance of the year. The Huskies scored 90.
Out to the right side, Ladine. Thought about a 3 with 7 on the shot clock, and they reset the offense with 5. They have to go to work. Ladine's going to pull a 3, and she knocks it in for 1,000 career points, and Washington's in front by 5.
What a shot to get your 1,000th career point.
It's Gilmer. It's Eke. Well, she's had the hot hand all first quarter. Passes it off. Ladine, difficult shot. And she gets it.
Briggs to inbound. Finds Sellers. Sellers going to have time. Ladine now at the buzzer. Got it!
11 seconds to play in this first quarter. Ladine guarded by McKinney. Off a screen, dribble handoff to the rim. Off glass, and it rolls home. Ladine over to Briggs, back to her. 4 seconds. She's got to get a shot up. Doesn't see the timer, floats it up, and hits.
Yeah, all of their success has come with just getting the right chemistry, the right players, very good recruits, but they aren't all maybe McDonald's All-American.
A hot score. Ladine with a mid-range. That's 5 points in 20 seconds to Elle Ladine. Daniels runs into a wall that is Olsen. Ladine, that's a tough shot. Oh, did they need that?
Trying to skip it with her offhand. Deflected. Time running down. Ladine knows it and hits it!
Washington's now down just one possession. And it's stolen away by Ladine. She's on the run, down the lane with the right hand. It's a 1-point game.
Coming the other way. Ladine driving in, the 1-2, laying it up with the right hand. Oh, the rim is...
Ladine, good anticipation, and now turning the corner. 3-on-1, Ladine calls her own number and scores it. 5 on the shot clock, Ladine between the legs.
Daniels and Tyra Eke both only have one foul. That's really key when you're going. Oh, Ladine breaking ankles.
Good cut from Ladine. Good hands from the Gophers. Oh, lost their defender. Woo-hoo, what a shot.
They're going to miss her next year, but you know what? They have another top 15 recruiting class coming in.
Well, Michigan State still with the lead. It's Van Sluten trying to send that one up. Just off the rim. Rebounded by Ladine. Ladine to Eke. Ladine breaking past Hampton. Van Sluten hot on her trail. She'll send that one up. And Elle.
You've got to be quick, can't hurry. Ladine, 3-ball.
Tafalotea left side. Into the paint, they go to Muhammad, but it's poked away. Ladine comes away with it. Nearly poked from behind. Ladine in traffic. Yes, and the foul.
Find that hot zone.
And Ladine takes advantage of the missed pass. And she has scored 2.
Seattle U probably going to get something from their coach saying we got to box out next time around. Oh, the pick. And Elle Ladine off to the races. She'll cash it in.
Travel, that pivot foot spun every direction. Elle Ladine with 5, splitting the double team, goes up. Right hand lays it in for 2 more.
You can hit shots, yet one team is about to catch on fire, and it's going to be a matter of who can first.
It's Ladine.
She's 1 for 16 from beyond the arc this season, but knew herself and found space. Ladine step back and snatch and the triple. And her team are playing for here today. Ladine, it's it to fall.
Just under 5 on the shot clock here for Washington. Sellers looks to trigger it in. There's Ladine. She'll have to hoist. Turn around. Shot up. And every part of the rim, it'll just sit up there and tap dance home.
Steins gets it away to Daniels. 7 on the clock. Daniels in this one still scoreless, just 0 for 1. 2 seconds to shoot. Ladine fading away.
Ladine.
I'm getting the ball to Savia Sellers.
Up top it goes to Ella. Oh, wow!
The lefty drive from Kaslova off the rim. And a good push. Ladine feet set. Money from 3. Taken off the shot clock. Ladine, 3-ball. Good. Eke takes the carom. Ladine, feet set on the wing. And rolls it in. Season debut off. Olivia Anderson can't get it to go, but Elle Ladine there to pick it up and put it in. Elle Ladine fighting over every screen that she's supposed to. Ladine, 3-ball, you bet. Sellers with the pick. And then hits the streaking Ladine and 1. Ladine. Marina Rodachai, the 6'3 sophomore Canadian out of Richmond, puts it in. Ladine on the dribble, her second 3-point. Ladine gets a screen and a re-screen, finds a seam and puts it off. Kicks it to Ladine. Up and under. Rolls it home, getting the touch.
Brown to Ladine now. Post position, Eke inside. They don't go to her. Instead, the drive and the bucket from Elle. 5-on-4 the other way for Washington. They can take advantage. Ladine tries to and does. From last year is back. And the team that made the postseason, but she hasn't needed to. Here's a kick to the corner. Players like Ladine have been scoring. That was a really solid left-hand finish. Ladine the other way. Hesitates, flips it up, and scores. Elle Ladine. But Steins gets it back after the 2 misses. Kicking it to the corner. Wide open 3-ball. These have been going in all. Ladine again, feeling it, and hitting it. Ladine!
Washington High School stars between these two teams.
Here's Ladine, step back three. McDonald had some space, instead gives it to Ladine. Stops, pops, hits it. McDonald on the dribble handoff to Brown. Now Ladine open from the corner, and that is the Huskies to play a style that looks like she's okay. Ladine, catch, shoot, and 5 on the shot clock. Sellers into the lane, won't roll in. Ladine with another rebound, though. She has been. Want to keep track of Elle Ladine and her pursuit of the double-double here tonight. Game 4 of the season. Pulls up and nails. Handoff to Ladine, floats it up, and the Huskies are on the board.
4 points per game and shooting 40% from deep.
Lane opens for Elle Ladine.
Kept a lot of passes. You blocked some shots, but every time it wound up in the hands of a tight end.
Aggressive move by Daniels. Livingston again. Ladine, floater off glass. The Titans. Steins penetrates, kicks it to McDonald. Now Ladine with some space, and she floats it off the 44% in this game. 4 of 8 from deep. Ladine from deep. She fouled out against Montana, and Ladine with the steal, looking to go all the way, and she hits it.
Yeah, neither team has scored in over 3.5 minutes.
Ladine off the out-of-bounds play. Finally, the Panthers have extended their defense, trying to take Sellers out of it. Here's Ladine, beautiful. So the shot clock is off right now. Huskies can have the last shot if they wish. Backdoor cut, Ladine. That's how you beat defense. Gorgeous. Not picking up fouls. Impressive. Ladine turns the corner all the way to the hoop.
I can't say I was expecting a player to be leading the team in blocks and not have it be Delea Daniels at the start of the year.
Ladine, time and score. They get it inside to Eke, feed the defender, and Ladine says... Ladine gets it back near turnover. 10 on the shot clock. The floater rolls in. Here's Steins taking Hoskes baseline, and Ladine, the runner. Beautiful. Had some really good moments in the first half. Here's Ladine, ball on the ground, up and under, and finish. Good start to the
Got to look alive there on the sideline now.
Ladine, open look, drills it outside the restricted area, and the miss comes to Washington, and they have it. Trying to close in this lead. Ladine back to back.
Marquez did a great job of getting through
Ladine gets the space and drills.
Sellers navigates through the middle of the defense, picks up her own miss. Here's Ladine set up for 3. With a style that I think Washington has dictated.
No doubt.
Ladine knocks it in.
Throws an air ball from about 5 feet away. Ladine inside. Stop, pop, spinning, stepping, high, arcing shot. Taken away from there, and that's what he was offered in Fargo with the Bison here. Of course, good athletic program all the way around. As the ladies who have been in a comfortable lead all game now starting to sweat this one. That injury that kept her out of the early part of the season. She'll pull up from the short corner, missed it. Rebound goes to Elle Ladine. Ladine, nobody's stopping her, goes all the way, off glass. Former Bulldog there. Screen being set for Ladine. 7 on the shot clock. Ladine will try for 3 and buries it. McDonald's going to have extended minutes with Daniels out. And she's back on the floor here. Pulls up she'll head up a 3-on-2, but McGowan's makes it a 3-on-3. Ladine to the hoop. Right hand off glass. Have a long sit on the bench. 3-pointer from Ladine. Ladine ring it around the rope.
10 to shoot. Off the high screen. Here's Ladine. Brown Hager on her. Ladine navigating traffic. Deep 2. Ladine cashes in. And struggled recently. 2 for 10 from 3 over the last 3 games before today. 5 for 7 today.
Crucial part is getting off to better starts. The last 3 games in Big Ten play, they have fallen behind early in the first quarter and dug themselves a hole. Ladine slices in. Look at all the space that Daniels was giving Porter to try and give a little bit more support on Williams. Ladine hard to the hoops. An 18-8 advantage here in the second. Ladine 3 on the shot clock. Lets it go. Got it. And when you do, it's special. Ladine, good out of bounds play, executed. And none of them have been easy. Washington's defense has made it tough. Ladine, step back 3, and board ripped away by Sellers. And now Ladine leaked out ahead, and the lefty. That's a very fine line at the end of the season. Steins cross court, good find. Ladine right in front of her. And she can light it up as well. Ladine from the corner. Why not?
There's a lot of players were diving on the floor for balls. Jocelyn Tate, Sophia Sellers as well, diving on the floor for those balls, really trying to on both ends of the ball. It's definitely costing them and keeping the score very close.
Eke with a nice pass all the way over to Steins, bringing in, being double teamed. Tate trying to steal that one away. Good control from Steins, out to Ladine for 3, and she'll bury it. Daniels to Ladine. She'll go for 3 and bury it. Briggs over to Ladine. McDonald, quick pass back to Ladine. She'll drive into the paint.
In this quarter, if you're Tina Langley, you got that to near 10. You've got to be pretty happy with your squad. Ball stays with the Huskies, and a nice finish there. Swords missed a bunny. Ladine scoops it up, and it scampers over the rim and down. Ladine, right side, gathers the basketball, scores it. Daniels hits a cutter into the corner. Open look for Ladine, got it.
1 point away from setting a new one for herself. And just a fantastic outing. You can't say much more for her in this one.
It's going to be matched up with Delia Daniels, who's 6'4". Into that maintenance mode as opposed to the heart beating really quickly with the sellout crowd. We'll see which team responds.
Right now, Washington. Good again for Purrier. McDaniels with the steal. Ladine on the run again for the Dogs.
Whether that's basketball or life, relationships, family, I am very passionate.
Players head into halftime and make some major adjustments here to try to find their way out of this hole.
That's in for that's, I think, a theme, safe to say at this point, at University of Washington. Elle Ladine knocks in a 3.
Iowa will be here next week to face Washington. So many great teams in this conference. And really, the part that made me laugh with Katie is, one, she was out here warming up with her team before the game, taking them through. Can't hit, but collects her own miss. Ladine, corner pocket 3, it's good. Ladine got Olsen on her, now O'Grady out to check Elle Ladine, the slasher, and Ladine gets right by her to the cup. Ladine gets the shot off and gets it to go for Iowa. Elle Ladine, feet set. Money, high school just south of Portland, Oregon. They all went to the Oregon game. Ladine. Her role has changed so much throughout her time at Villanova, having to be very much pass first, throwing in the fire as a point guard, creating for Matt receivers.
In the top 50 of the net rankings, there's 64 teams that make the NCAA tournament. They're NCAA tournament games that Ladine turned into corner.
So you see the large gap in the lead. Look how hard they are still continuing to play. Foot has not come off the gas whatsoever.
For coaches is knowing and adjusting, right? You can get mad or you can adjust.
Okay, the offensive board. Wide open triple. Off the air ball, second chance opportunity.
Defensively on Gare's zone. She is getting picked. They're setting screens for her, and Washington has to be able to talk.
Ladine. A nice feed down low. Striplin. Stripped, able to regain possession, but into the hands of Sellers. On the 3-on-1, Sellers, nice dish. Ladine in transition.
Ladine, there it is, Srela Ladine.
Rebound Sellers. Washington pushes forward. Ladine drives in the middle. Now steps and floater. Nice move by Ladine. Sellers setting things up. Nice feed to Ladine off the pass from Daniel. And this Penn State press so good in bringing them back in games. Long heave to Steins. Now down low to Ladine, and that's how you beat it. Hounded by a couple of Lady Lions. Now to Briggs. Shot fake. Kicks to Ladine. She'll fire a triple. Bullseye!
Able to compose her body, her balance, and come off 2 feet for a very solid shot.
Ladine will try another three. Cash! Elbow gets it to Sellers. Errant pass there from her. Under 5 on the clock. Ladine driving, floats it up, and somehow puts it in.
12 for 23 from behind the arc for the Washington Huskies.
And now up ahead, Ladine all alone and lays it in for 2. Drives. Left hand skip pass to Briggs. She's going to fire off the back rim. Rebound, Ladine up and in for the putback.
The offensive boards. They are one of the best rebounding teams in the nation. Over 10 rebounds per game in their favor. Ladine, she's on the board early here. One of the best scorers for Maryland. Ladine high off the window. Washington quickly up court. Ladine. That is. Huskies need a spark. That might do it. So Washington trailing by 15, trying to find a way to get back into this game against the 16th ranked Maryland Terrapins. Ladine takes a good. The window closes. Like good transition defense. Brenda Freeze calling for the travel almost at half court. Trying to get the ref's attention.
You'll always know how Brenda Freeze feels about things.
Sellers getting in foul trouble for Washington. Daniels feels the double team, kicks it out on a nice pass. Won't go for Steins, but
yeah, you got to go.
Ladine takes a screen from Daniels. Trying to find a crease. Working against Dulcie. She'll take 2.
No call with Steins, the primary defender. Ladine triggers another, quiets the airball grab. Just 9 on the shot clock after the deflected pass. Kelly wanted a charge called. It's Ladine inside the 3-point line, and she splashes it.
Not able to find much success on the boards.
Neither team getting a rhythm. Ladine trying to create some. She does. The offensive rebound, but Daniels comes away with it on the defensive end. 5-point lead, the largest of the game so far for the Huskies. Ladine nearly lost the handle. Right hand up and under layup is pure. Over 40% from the field. Washington has hit exactly half its shots. Sellers baseline. Ladine, catch and shoot. Perfect.
Their stock is on the rise after beating the #1 team in the country. It's a special pink game to raise breast cancer awareness.
Some of the best players in the former Pac-12 came to USC.
Washington #1 in field.
It was 11 of 18. And look, you can just see the energy for Washington's offense.
Just rolls out for Ladine, but an offensive rebound. Eke and Ladine catches.
Huskies scoring 72 points per game. Looking for an offensive spark out of the gate, and Elle Ladine provides.
Sacramento Monarchs back in the early days of professional women's basketball. And Another three by Ladine. So we'll count them off, Jason. That's one.
Statistically, they're both top. Rutgers got a 6-0 flurry of their own before an 8-0 Washington run. And now Ladine sinks another triple. Sellers with space, fires again. Long rebound. And Ladine slices to the cup for two. Daniels for Washington, 3 forwards in the game for Rutgers. Ladine another triple. Rutgers is +3 in the turnover margin. Got a fair number of points off those turnovers too. Nifty move from Ladine. 4 to shoot for the Huskies. Sellers puts it up. Rims off. Back to Ladine, who puts it home. And in recent seasons, we've certainly seen that strength of schedule be a sort of tiebreaker for teams in the bubble, and Washington will have that in their favor. Ladine.
You know, just a great cohesive Washington coach team. A lot of toughness.
Ladine, yes.
Or over Coppinger. Washington working around the perimeter. Right corner three is good from Elle Ladine. Elle Ladine at the right wing. And then off to Devin Coppinger. Plenty of seniors here on senior day. Kendall Moriarty, another one, is dribbling in. Another good finish for Elle Ladine, especially on a mid-Sunday afternoon where both teams played really well offensively. Ladine dribbles in, high off the window, gets that.
Transition defense. Huskies trying to get something going.
Dribbling in, stopping, right hand. Elle Ladine, how about another one? Heck of a finish. Chloe Briggs gave it off the right side. Laying it again is Elle Ladine. Legit 90 seconds of the second half. Daniels' right wing three is missed. Short rebound grab by Elle Ladine, and it's too easy for her.
Most of her points in this game have come from inside the paint, and that is a huge weapon for Nebraska down the stretch.
Ladine, right hand finish.
A two-man game that is just so hard to stop.
Huskies back down the floor. Ladine wide open. Right wing three. Knocks it in.
This is a team that has found their way through the new Big Ten.
Ladine, another three is good.
For a Maya battle, that's 7th in program history. Turnaround, Elle Ladine. Ladine uses her screen to her left. Turnaround, Jay. Man, can she score.
Nice job rebounding so far. And again, they lead the Big Ten in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. So when you shoot that well, do you have to be a good rebounding team?
Off ball movement from Steins and Briggs. Falls, Grholski. Ladine in the corner. Cannot leave her open. Her third.
One player can step up on any given night. The Minnesota Gophers are a lot like that as well.
Give her 21. Elle
Ladine into a crowd of Ducks. Kick back out, 3 on the way. That one's off. But the offensive board, the put back up and kick over to the corner. Back to Daniels. Good weak side ball movement by Washington. Ladine! Briggs around the horn to Ladine. Elle Ladine, pretty quiet by her own standards in the first half. And she's
aggressive as Oregon is being like handsy with the ball. They're not really getting the same calls against them.
Right.
I mean, as a coach, you know, that's all you want. You just want it to be fair. You want it to be...
4 seconds left. Briggs into the corner. Ladine's got to get it up and does. That one's no good. Offensive rebound again. The work by Coppinger. Ladine, can she get a look? Yes, and puts it in.
That's something Minnesota does only 11 times per game. It is top 10 in the country. Ladine positioning, kissing it. Battle along two, misfires that time. And Washington looking to push. Ladine, jab fake, yes. Does all the hard work, can fill the stat sheet herself. They're not looking for the praise either. Here's Ladine. Ladine lighting it up.
Letting the shot clock wane down even without timing considered.
Ladine off a curl in rhythm. 3 of the third quarter, 9th of the game. Click is too strong, and Kim 8 is their season average already here, not done with the third quarter. She's making plays as well. The sophomore leading the way, taking over in this quarter with both her and Sellers. Ladine, any way you look at it, Washington has dictated this game. Ladine stumbles and flips it up and in.
Who's got the hot hand for this team right now, though? It had been Ladine.
Well, sure enough, they go right to Ladine.
On the season out there.
Here's Elle Ladine playing such good basketball the last 5 weeks. Tough shot
for Ladine. Still being patient offensively. Beautifully done as Daniels finds Ladine.
4 starters returning for Washington as you're looking at their starting lineup for Capital One.
She's flying around. She's getting everywhere, bringing the paint points in for the Lions.
And a quick one on the other side, Asia. Susie Raphew is going to be needed for this team underneath.
Absolutely. I'm looking for that matchup in the paint.
Has come alive here in the second half. The first player for Columbia in double figures. Pull up by Ladine.